Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. You know what I'm going to say. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hey guys, like we're talking about Gregsbeerreviews today. Today's beer comes from Long Trail Brewery. They're out of Bridgewater Corners, Vermont. Guys, when I first started doing beer reviews, I tasted a bunch of their stuff and found them very transitional. Haven't bought very much of them, their beers, lately. I had somebody send me a big bottle, an Imperial version, not too long ago, and I thought it was rather tasty. So I'm thinking, well, maybe they've either got a new brewer or they've started tweaking and come up their game plan, if you will. So I seen this one out at Barrel Chest when I was out there last time, and it was in a can on top of that. And, even though it does not have a date on the bottom of it, and Long Trail Brewery is big enough to date their stuff. So I went ahead and picked it up, even though it didn't have a date on it, hoping that I hadn't seen it before. Of course, I don't get out there as often as I could or should. That it was going to be tasty, especially when I seen the Citra hops that they've done on it. And I'm a big fan of the Citra hops. I mean, it's so citrusy and juicy, and you get hints of pine and grapefruit and all the rest of that good stuff. I said, well, I'll pick it up and see where it ends up. So, Long Trail, you're a big enough brewery, you're up in Vermont, and you're shipping your beers all over the place, because I can get them here in Virginia. So you need to date your stuff. And it's probably going to cost you at least a grade point, because you do not on this review. If it's a 10 beer, you're going to get a 9. If it's a 7 beer, you're going to get a 6. You need to date your shit. That's the bottom line, guys. You need to date your shit, especially somebody as big as Long Trail. They have the capability of doing it. And dating the top of the 6-pack, 4-pack carton case, the bumper of the beer truck, don't cut it with me. Put it on each individual bottle, each individual can. If you can't do that, get out of the frickin' beer business. That's how I feel about it. So we'll see what this one brings. Hopefully it's going to be a winner, guys. I really hope it is. Especially after yesterday's loser from Flying Dog, their Nugget single hop. That was a disaster. I make better beer than that. Won't be buying any Flying Dog beers in the foreseeable future. That left a very sour taste in my mouth. So I'm not spending my hard-earned money on that garbage. So let's get on with this. This is a 6.5 or 6.8, I think. 6.8% alcohol by volume is what it says here on the can. Single malt, Golden Promise, Citra hop, a Scottish barley renowned for its robust flavor and great malting characteristics, and it's got 58 IBUs right here underneath the ABV on the side of the can, but nothing on the bottom. So, food pairings for this beer is going to be your typical IPA. Cuisine is curried in the Thai. The cheeses are peppery Monterey pepper jack, sharp blue cheddar. Stronger cheese is gorgonzola Limburger, and the meat is going to be poultry, fish, shellfish, salmon, and I'm going to add grilled meat to that. Pint glass, Becker, non-tumbler mug, Stein Seidel. I'm going to use my favorite tulip glass, and not recommended for extended celery. So let's get the cap off this bad boy and see what Long Trail has got going on in their can. I think it's the first can from Long Trail that I've had. So. I'm getting some citrus in this from here already. That's a good sign. Good for them anyway. Good for me too, because I'm drinking it. About a finger and a half of head over into the light. It's kind of cloudy, guys. I would say this is an unfiltered beer, to be honest with you. A little bit clearer down on the thin part of the glass down here. A nice rich amber color. Very white, soapy, big bubbles on the side. Kind of creamy up on top. Let's get a nose on it. Oh yes, wonderful aroma. Very citrusy. Very, very citrusy. It's almost like it's got orange juice or grapefruit juice or something in there. It's so citrusy. Nice pininess in there. Wonderful aroma. Very, very nice. Pine, tropical fruit notes, mango, maybe some apricots in there, tangerine, oranges. Wonderful aroma. Very, very nice. With all the aroma that I'm getting, I'm saying it's a pretty fresh beer. I got lucky. I got lucky because there's no date on it. Well, let's give it a taste. Cheers. That is tasty. That is very tasty. A very nice East Coast style. A lot of hop presence in this beer. Very easy drinking for 6.8%. That's nice. That is nice. They need to date your stuff. That's the only fuss I got about this beer. This is a great beer, guys. That's delicious. I would buy more of this if they will date your stuff. So, let me take it, let her sip on it, see what she thinks of it, and we'll come back and we'll do the final chug here after I sip on it a little while. Alright guys, I'm back. This sipped on it about 20-25 minutes or so. Very nice beer. Nice citrusy notes from the citra hops they've used on this. It's a little thin, a little watery though, but for 6.8%, it's very well made. I'm not getting any hints of the alcohol. Very, very sessionable, if you will, for 6.8%. I don't know if you'd want to drink a bunch of these and try to function, but I found it pretty tasty. Like I said, this is the first can from Long Trail that I've done, and I find it very tasty. And if they would date their cans, I would probably buy this again. It's like I said, a little on the thin side for my taste, but it is what it is. I did enjoy the citra hops they've used in this one, and I got a little bit of pininess in there, not much, and a little bit of grapefruit and pineapple in there, and some tropical fruit notes. Citrusiness in there, tangerine, oranges was the biggest element I got out of this beer. So very nice, very enjoyable. The biggest thing, like I said, that they're not dating their cans yet, and whether they just started canning, probably did, and don't have that machine to date the cans, which may be a possibility. But if you're in the business and you say, we're going to start canning, we need to get that dating machine to date those cans if it's a different machine than what you use to date your bottles. And I'm not even sure they date your bottles. So probably the biggest reason I don't buy a lot of the Long Trail beers. If I was up in Vermont, I would probably drink more of them than what I do here in Virginia. But they're a pretty big brewery. They got a very big distribution, especially since they've been available down here in Virginia for a long time, guys. So if they're coming that far out of Vermont, they got some deeper pockets. They can afford that machine, so they just choose not to, and I got a problem with that. So very nice beer. Needs a date. Final chug. I'm reviewing this on August the 18th. You would not want to buy this beer in December. You would be very disappointed. And if it sits on a shelf that long, how are you to know there's no date on it? So that's where I go with this all the time, guys. To me, this is an 8 beer in a 7 can because it has no date. If it had a date on the bottom of it, it would be the A. It would be an A beer. It'd be an A minus. So with the information I have on this this can here, it does have the ABV, it does have the IBUs, but no date. So your American rating on this would probably be an 89. That's where I'm gonna put it. I did enjoy it, and I would buy it again if they date it. So with that being said, we'll go over to Beer Advocate. Beer Advocate says 88 in a very good range. I'm down with that. That's pretty good. That's within one number of what I'm giving it. So yeah, I can see that. And over to Rate Beer. Rate Beer says 89, 92 in the style. So we got an 88 and 289. So we're all pretty much in agreement with this beer. It's an upper B beer, almost to the A category, but not quite. So let's check in with Untapped before we run out of here, and they say 3.88. So that's the upper B beer number there too. So everybody's in agreement. It's an upper B beer. So a nice tasty beer. I enjoyed it. Just wish they would go ahead and date your stuff. That's the only thing, and that's where I'm going to leave it. If you've had this one from Long Trail, their Smash Project number 4, Golden Promise / Citra. That's the hop they used on this one. And I'm a big fan of Citra hops. If they used anything else, it probably wouldn't even got that great. But Citra hops really leave that big citrusy notes, tangerine, oranges, hints of some tropical fruits. A great hop to brew with, and I have brewed with it, and I love it, and I will brew with it again. So very tasty. So if you had this one from them, let me know what you think, guys. And come on back tomorrow. Let's take something out of the fridge. Oh yeah. See everybody then.